Hi folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness. Put in the healing back and health. Once again, when you're at the website, download, pick up your free download, setting goals, fitness and nutrition. Follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there as well. iTunes, SoundCloud, those links are down below. Coming at you today with a video on, I think, probably the best advice I've heard for endurance events. Whatever it is, Tough Mudder, Spartan race, triathlon, duathlon, whatever these are, I think this is going to be great advice for you. Now, this advice is not going to necessarily be the greatest if you want to record your best time, right? Sometimes we want to record our best time. I just went and performed the Spartan race 2016 August here in Breckenridge in Colorado. I think it was Breckenridge. And we did the Beast, first one ever, right? We did it in 6 hours. Some of us did it in 5, some in 6, some in 9. But once again, this is just for those who are saying, I'm going to do this. You know, I always think it's very valuable that you, as a person that's trying to lose weight or living the active lifestyle, you should always have that goal of, I want to do a 5K. I want to do a 10K. I want to do a half marathon, a full marathon, whatever it is. So I'm going to do a triathlon sprint. And I was talking with one of my buddies who has done an Ironman. You know, and I was like, what do you think I need to do to train? Of course, you know, that's for those who don't know, the sprint, if I remember correctly, is just like a half-mile swim. And then I think it's like a 20-mile bike ride. And then I think you run a 5K, maybe a 10K, something along those lines. So it's not too bad, you know. And he told me, he's like, dude, you just did a Spartan Beast, which was 14 and a half miles. He's like, you're fine. Tell you the truth, you don't even need to train if you didn't want to, you know. And once again, that is true if I'm not going for a record, right? It's like I could seriously just show up and do it. The hardest part would probably be the swim, just because my swimming isn't that great. I mean, I can swim. I've done it, you know, trained for it for a couple months. And I know he said he struggled with the swim. But here's the best advice I've ever heard. Do your research on whatever event it is. Triathlon, marathon, 5K, whatever it is. And just look up the average time that it takes to complete that event. What's the average? 1 hour, 2, 5, 10, whatever it is. And I think the best advice that he had given me that I thought is valuable for those of you watching right now that have this goal of accomplishing something like that. And it is, what's the average time? And at least 1, 2, 3 times before you get to race day, you should be moving for that long, right? So the triathlon, or the Spartan Beast, the average was 6 hours. So in reality, training should have been 6 hours. Whether that's going for a walk, going for a hike, playing basketball, riding your bike, whatever it is, you, me, whoever it is, should at least make sure that you can continually move for 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is. Even if it's just walking, go on an 8-mile or an 8-hour walk, right? At least you know that you can stay active for that long a period of time. Now, of course, if it comes to the triathlon like I'm going to do, of course you're going to want to swim, you're going to want to bike, you're going to want to run, and kind of get the feel. And the reason why you want that, I did a duathlon with 2 of my clients. And that was probably one of the more difficult things, was when you're transferring from bike to run. And when they broke it up, it was easy because it was a 4-mile run and a 9-mile bike ride. But when they broke it up and they did 2-mile run, 4.5 bike, 2-mile run, 4.5 bike, that was when I did my best time, when they split it up. But when I had to bike first and then run, that was horrible. I felt like I could seriously have walked faster than I was running, right? Because I was running and it was not running. But I know walking would have been slower, but I definitely did not feel like I was running. My legs were just so numb and crazy. You know, I was fatigued as heck. But once again, it's just, what's the average time? And make sure that you're moving for that amount of time. At least a couple times before event day. And then of course you want to specialize. If it is swimming, you need to be swimming. If it is and if that's the case, break it down individually. How long does the average 20-mile bike ride take? Make sure you ride your bike for that long. How long does the average 5K take? 10K take? Make sure that you run for that long. How long does it take to swim a half a mile? Make sure that you swim that long. So you can break it down even into those things, right? And of course, like I said, you always want to make sure that you can find a place or a way to work on those changes from exercise to exercise, running to swimming, swimming to biking, and things like that, just because your body is going to react a lot differently. But once again, there you go. I think that is the greatest and the best, just for those who just want to have that goal of accomplishing one of these events. That's the best advice I could give you. Just make sure that you are active for the average time that it takes. Whether that's playing hockey, playing basketball, whatever it is. If it's going to take that 6 hours, make sure that a couple times before you at least go and run, walk, bike, whatever for 6 hours. So at least you know in your mind, no matter how difficult it becomes during the race, you can say, I've ran for 6 hours before. Everything's okay. I'm going to complete it. Right? Because it's always a mind game. It's always a mind game. So, once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow on social media, the podcast. All those links are down below. Easy, just click for you right in the description box. Don't forget to share and like these videos.